So hi, I'm Kevin Proto here with Locals Supporting Locals for another segment of the Heartbeat of the Okanagan, and we're here down at Penticton City Hall for what was a very, very important meeting. It's something that's been controversial for decades almost here, is the legalization of marijuana and the use of medical marijuana. And now it's really it's come part of the forefront here, especially with the Liberal government basically getting elected because of it, our federal government, and lollygagging along the way. And actually, since they've actually been in power, I think Trudeau's actually made more arrests than prior to. Since they've been in power, I think it's about 25,000 arrests. But irregardless, though, a lot of dispensaries have opened up, compassion clubs, private clubs, and more and more cities are taking and making precedents, like Squamish and on the island here. And we just had a meeting in regards to a couple of the dispensaries that are here in town. So I'm here with, if you can introduce yourself here.
So my name is Bob. I own and operate Avitas Pharmaco, which is designed for the new unrolling of the federal government's plan, because we do believe that the pharmacy might be a model. And I also own and operate Be Kind Okanagan Growers and Compassion Clubs, which is a private membership club with people that hold medical documentation that allows them to acquire cannabis.
Well, and that's something, this is going to be in two parts, and please, people, keep in mind here, Locals Supporting Locals, we don't get funding to do these, to do the media that we do. So it's raw, unedited. Go to our website, and we're going to have the videos go after each other. So you're going to be able to see Mr. K's presentation here, as well to council, and he actually puts it together and puts forward all his credentials on this, which was awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, and you, contrary to the other dispensaries, actually shut down when the city asked you to, right?
Yeah, so our thought was, listen, we can comply for now, which is important because we know you can't poke the bee's nest, right? And you know what, this council, getting the opportunity to speak in front of them, I think it works in the favor of us in the future, right?
Yeah, I mean, they do sound sincere in them wanting to put forward.
Proactive.
Yeah, proactive.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, I mean, sadly, I mean, being a resident here, I've seen that happen before, and then turn and do a 180. I'm going to try and have positive faith here.
Yes.
I just wanted to bring something up with you, and I'm going to bring it up with the other dispensary as well, because the whole thing is in compliance with business licensing here. Now, you may not be aware, but there is a second lawsuit against the city in regards to Skaha Lake development, water slides, the restaurant. And currently what's in that lawsuit, and so this is going to go against what the city council just stated here, and why they retracted your license here. A restaurant cannot operate on parkland. That's against their own...
That's a provincial or municipality law?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah, it's a municipality law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And actually the restaurant portion of it actually sits on provincial crown land. They can't even have a liquor license, and they can't even sublease it out. So that's all within the lawsuit. Anybody who wants to go online, or it's pentictoncares@gmail.com, you can get a copy to the lawsuit. So what the city just said there kind of goes in defiance to how they just shut you down in regards to business licensing. So these, like currently a business is operating where they shouldn't have a license or a liquor license. So that's kind of heartbreaking to me to hear that, because they could have at least allowed you guys to continue to operate.
You know what, when I come here and I listen to what's being said, and I listen to the councillors and the mayor, you know, it's always, you know, it's disappointing to me that we weren't allowed that continuation, suspension of the license and the cancellation of the license. You know, it's not me that loses out. It's all the community members who are voting members who are going to look at it and say, you know, maybe it's not the best decision. Access is key. Safety is key.
Yeah.
Harm reduction is key. And let's hope, listen, it's 60 days. If we can hold our breath for 60 days and they come up with a positive plan, we will be back here in a different manner, hopefully open and operating and regulating, so we're all the same. Because there's some concerns, right? Are we all the same? Paperwork the same? Locations? You know, we have to have regulation. This is a good step.
I agree.
We never had conversations like this before because council wouldn't even let us approach it. So here we are.
Yeah, and that's, yes, I agree with you too, and I'm not going to ask you the question of what happens if. We'll wait until then, and hopefully, like you said, you know, but yeah, I agree, man. Like, it's good that we're having this conversation.
Yeah, I agree. There wasn't much opposition against it. What it was, listen, they're also tasked with making sure there's some sort of regulation, because the city's liable for being sued. They're liable for a lot of things. So let's give them the grace to be who they are, speak their mind, and we'll move forward. That's all I'm going to do.
Yes, well, thank you very much.
You're
Great
welcome.
presentation,
Thanks.
guys.
Yeah, keep up this good work, because it's important.
Yes, thank
Very
you.
important. Yeah.
I love what I do. Local
Yes,
supporting
absolutely.
locals. The heartbeat of the
All
Okanagan.
right, thank you. Have
Thank
a
you.
good night.
You too.